God bless everybody. Welcome back. We're about to go ahead and jump into our first segue of GDevelop Essentials, right? And we're going to focus on level design today. So let's just go ahead and get started. All right, so right before you're going to see Canva. I think I mentioned this in like the last video. This right here allows you to get so many different things, but this is not a video about Canva. I will make one probably so you can know how to use it. All right, but you don't need Canva. You can have a blank piece of paper. The first thing you need to do is kind of draw out what you want to do with level design. Level design is basically you're going to have a point. I'm going to use this marker right here where your character is going to start. Thank you. Stick figures. And then of course where you want it to end. All right. Nice little flag. All right. So what is the level made of? So we're doing a platform. So basically a level is made of basically an obstacle of different things you want your character to go through in order to reach a goal, right? That's the whole purpose of a platform game. Okay, so obviously we have this land that we're gonna create today. We're not gonna create the character, we are gonna create the land today. So we're gonna just create this land. All right, we'll start. Now you have a couple things, right? You can have, what are some options? You can have it to jump, right? So we can have it jump up. That's one option. You can have a fall off, right? Where the person can kind of like jump down here, right? Once he gets over here, you can have the character jump, right? So we can have like just an open space. So you can jump over here. You can have the character run up, of course. Once it runs up, you can have it again level off. You can have it jump on different things, right? Until it gets to a point where it reaches your goal. Okay. Now, this is basically how we are going to design this level today. We're going to have it start, have a place where it jump over, give it a fallout, have it jump over, have it go up diagonally, and then of course skip, and then gets to its goal. Pretty simple level design. And again, this is just a beginner version. Once you get the hang of it, you can just do whatever you want to at that point. So let's switch over to GDevelop. All right, so we're in our game engine and we're gonna go ahead and add an object to this scene. Obviously, you're gonna see scene one. If you're wondering how I got that done, I just went to project manager and then on these three dots, I just chose to rename my scene. You can again edit all the different properties up here. You can delete the scene, you can add a new scene, you can duplicate a scene, which is super important. We'll talk about that later. But all this can happen on here. Okay. Now, I did want to throw this out ahead of time. If for whatever reason you lose your scene, so if you renamed it and you lost it, so I'm exited, you're like, where's this scene at? Just go to your project manager and click on your scene and it'll pop back up. Okay. Now, right now you have two different objects. A global object, this will show up in every scene that you have. Doesn't matter what the scene is, it will show up. You don't have to put it on the scene, but it will just show up because it's global. That means it's on the entire game. This scene object is only specific to this scene. So on scene one, it will only be here. It won't show up on any other scene. And I'll show you an example of that. So let's go ahead and add an object. We're gonna go ahead and, instead of creating a new object, we're gonna go to the asset store, which GDevelop has. Thank you, GDevelop, for having an asset store. And we're gonna do it for this tutorial so you can follow along. We're gonna go to full game pack. They do have ones you can pay for. Sometimes they do offer these in bundles on Fanatical and sometimes Humble Bundle. But again, we'll talk about that at a different time when we start to actually create our game. All right, we're gonna go down here to where it says Pixel Adventure. All right, now this is what we need. All right, so these assets are all different. All right, they'll say background, obviously the background's a background. They'll say basically this is your grass, and they'll say panel sprite. We're gonna use this grass because this is where we're gonna go and design it. And again, they have so many different objects. We're not going each and every one of them, but we are gonna use them eventually. So again, let's get our grass. And again, we can just add this to the scene. All right, you don't have to hit the word add again because it's already added. Okay, so now that's added to the scene. Let's go ahead and make a masterpiece. So the first thing that we have is right here. We have it starting here. Now you can click on it and you can just literally drag it, and you'll see that this is just repeating itself. So you have, we'll talk about the different objects later on, but again, this is how it starts off. Now, two things you can do. You can add another one here to kind of make a different level, right? I mean, give it a little height to jump on. Or you can, the other option, again, to delete something, you just click and hit backspace. You can click it and then hit Control D and it'll duplicate it. Control C, Control V works as well, but again, boom, and there it is. So now we have our amazing start point. All right, again, it is so simple. You've just designed your first level. Now, obviously this is plain. So one of the things I will encourage you to do is go ahead and add some assets and to go ahead and, kind of spice it up. So let's go add some that they already had. Okay. So what can we add to this scene to make it look a little or a lot better? Let's go look at what they already have already. So they do have objects. So what do we want to add to the scene? Let's go ahead and add let's add a box, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of cool. All right, and then we're gonna just add it to the scene. You can close it if you, or you can go back. What else would you want to add to the scene? Let's add this little cool little platform thing he can jump on, right? Boop. All right, that's cool. All right, and you're gonna say, well, you're gonna do exactly what you already did. And so what is that? You're gonna go ahead and start to put them on the scene. Anything else we want to add to this scene? Got a spike, I guess. So boom, let's add that to the scene. Okay, and then let's go ahead and get that flag. I think somebody saw that flag. Like, let's get that flag. Boom, bang. I like that actually. Cool. All right, now you can add stuff that's not in this asset pack. Right, just go up here, type, maybe you want a tree. So let's type in tree. And again, they'll give you like so many different trees. So let's go get a tree here. I like this tree right now. That's kind of doing it for me. Boom. All right, maybe you would like a, a sun. Who knows, right? Brighten your day. Ooh, I don't know if that's a sun or not, but whatever. Could be a moon. Let's do a moon. Boom. Boom, beautiful. All right, and as you can see, we're starting to make this thing come alive. All right, so again, obviously you can make this look how you want to look. Hopefully you took the time to kind of look at some different options that were out there, just to kind of look at different ways you can make the game better for you. And when we come back next, we're gonna go ahead and program our first character and actually test this level out and see how it works. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this too because we want to make sure the character stays in its box. We don't want it to go out. All right. Until the next time, again, mess around with it. Go to the asset store. Go ahead and look at some different ones. They got different trees. They got different things you can add to it. If you don't like it, you can always click on it, or you can hit these three dots. You can delete it. If you don't like it, delete it, right? But go ahead and make this what you would like it to be. Again, thank you for allowing me to serve you. God bless. Espino serve. Jesus love you, man. We're out.